So I decided to make an update to my old build for Excalibur. It's basically the same thing, so you do the basic stuff. You can replace any of them for adaptation. It would probably be a very good idea. And this for the one that increases ability strength for efficiency. I just don't have it. I could not get it for the last 2 years, and I am tired of trying. Arcane Energize because it's basic, Arcane Strike for melee attack speed. We do 2 greens for extra ability damage on corrosive. The reason why is because once we cast our Exalted Blade, it does not get increased strength from... essentially increasing strength in the middle of a cast, so it needs to have increased strength as we cast it, which we can do if we use it. So we basically just go full throttle on these. This is on ability duration. Again, ability duration is important for our Furious Javelin, because it's our only source of extra damage. Traumatic Blade is for status, because status is cool, very useful. Now, purple ones, you may notice that they give extra melee critical damage if our energy over 500, our energy is. And we use Arcane Flow. Yeah, I know it's a bad mod, but with Arcane Energize it works pretty well, plus even unmodded it crosses the necessary path for us, and we get the funny critical multiplier, which actually applies to any melee weapon, so you don't actually have to use this for Exalted Blade specifically. Then as a pet we use this, read it however you want. Reason as to why is because, well, Tekken has Cat's Eye, 60% critical chance, and Tekken Hands for... no, well, so it will last longer. And the rest are just for comfort, for example. Extra loot, items on the map, again, armor shred, many things which are just kind of useful, enemy attention. So, just very useful thing to have compared to, say, other sentinels and stuff. As for the blade itself, yeah, you should probably replace Sacrificial Steel for Galvanized Steel, but I don't have the balls. This would probably perform much better. And you could probably use Galvanized Elementaries, but I don't think that's really necessary. Our main statuses are Corrosive and Cold, because they're just good. Unfortunately... no, not unfortunately, this is just good. I'm pretty sure you can try to modify through the new Arcane if you use a melee weapon. The one that increases critical chance for puncture status. That would be really good. But Umbral Blade doesn't have an Arcane slot, so we go full throttle on that one. So for survivability I decided to use Gloom. Originally I used the Mirage's ability, but it was meh. It gave some damage boost and damage neglection, but crowd control from this is just very useful. Way more useful than anything else, really. So we'll do basic beach test. Let's unpause the eye. Fuck you. So the reason why we subsume second ability and not the first one you just saw is because when we used Exalted Blade, our attacks will spawn a projectile, from our blade, which will deal damage like our basic projectiles, which are very powerful, as you just saw. So just again. We are also invincible while we do this, so this is really good. As you notice, small source of survivability comes from the fact that Gloom just stopped them. So yeah, I know that some people don't like Gloom because it's like basic shit. And I agree, it is. But the main problem of this build is survivability, and we don't really have any other means to fuck around with that, unfortunately. So, this is the build. Obviously, as you may notice, I don't actually use any other weapons. Even these two are just kind of sticks. You probably should use Epitaph with Corrosive because of our status shards. It essentially works slightly like Condition Overload, which allows us to deal extra damage to people that have corrosive status. But thanks to the fact that our status is over 100 already, it's really unnecessary. Just for min-maxing and shit. So yeah, this is it. This is my last upgrade to my build. Essentially just these two purple things, which are really, really good.